Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to do a little bit of mechanic work here. I got my PlayStation 4 here. I got this in 2013. So I got it when it first came out, and now I just upgraded to a PlayStation 4 Pro. And this one is obviously the newer console. It's more powerful. It can support 4K and HDR and all that good stuff. So I want to upgrade to the PlayStation 4 Pro. But now what am I going to do with my PS4, right? Well, this one came with a 1 terabyte hard drive, and I already upgraded this hard drive to a 2 terabyte. And all you need is one of these 2.5-inch hard drives to upgrade it. And we're going to do that. So this one has already been upgraded, and this machine right here is my Synology DS416slim, which is a small, cute little NAS drive. And I'm probably going to be taking this whenever I travel. This is basically my cloud storage. I have already 4 Synology disk stations. This is going to be my 5th one, and the reason I have so many is because I have a lot of movies, a lot of games, photos, videos, all my YouTube videos basically. I store them in the full quality, so I need a lot of space. So what I do usually is whenever I have an old computer or laptop that I don't use anymore or that's broken and I can't fix anymore, I take out the 2.5-inch drive from it. And now I always work with laptops because I like laptops, but if you have a 3.5-inch drive, you can also use it and reuse it in a NAS as well. But I usually have laptops, so I have a 2.5-inch drive. And the way I reuse it is I usually take it out and I get one of these Synology disk stations or NAS. You could also get one from, there's also other companies that do this. Western Digital is another one, Drobo is another one, QNAP is another one. But I chose Synology because I've always worked with them, and I want to keep all my Synology disk stations, so I can find them all basically. They all work with each other. And it's really cool. I can put all my stuff on it. So this is a way of reusing my hard drives whenever I have old hard drives I don't want to use anymore, or I want to reuse because the computers that use them are no longer working, or I don't use them anymore. So I think it's a good way to reuse it. Now, what does that have to do with the PS4? Well, that's how I upgraded my PlayStation 4 as well. I had a 2 terabyte drive from my old computer, and I put it into the PlayStation 4 because really there's not much. You don't need to. You don't need a special kind of hard drive for it. It really is just a 2.5-inch. All you have to do is you have to put some special folders in there, and you have some binaries and stuff. You can basically just Google this and know which kind of firmware and stuff to put in it, but you have to make some specific folders. There's like a save directory or something, PS4 directory, and once you make those, you can just put it in the PlayStation 4, reinitialize it, and it'll make all the data. So I basically reused a hard drive from my old computer, a 2 terabyte, and I put it in here. Now this one has a 1 terabyte, and I want to change it out because this one has all my saved games and stuff on it. And I have like a ton of PS4 games. I don't want to reinstall all of it again. It's going to take like ages, right? When you have like 50 games, it's going to take like ages to reinstall everyone, and I want to get my save data as well. So we're going to just transfer this hard drive to this one, from PlayStation 4 to the PS4 Pro. And then I have some spare hard drives here as well that I'm going to be putting into my Synology. And what we're going to do after that is I have my old Asus gaming computer, my old Asus gaming laptop that no longer works. The fan basically died on it. So I'm going to salvage the hard drives from that and put it into my Lenovo ThinkPad instead. So we're going to do a bit of hard drive work today. So yeah, so I got my 2.5 inches right here. Actually, let's start with the PlayStation drive swap first. So all you need to do, this is going to be kind of a tutorial for you guys that don't know how to swap a PlayStation. Basically, if you want to swap all your old data from your PlayStation 4 to, and then when you're upgrading to a PS4 Pro, this is what you do. If you want to keep your old hard drive, I have a 2 terabyte drive in here, so I want to keep that. It's a lot of data. Just take, all you need for this is basically just a standard screwdriver. Pretty much that's all you need. Alright, so we're gonna swap the hard drives right now. For this PlayStation 4 Pro, you just have to, there we go. Yeah, do that. It comes off. Now, there's only one screw here. That's it. It's very, very simple actually. One screw. And that's the hard drive caddy right here. Right? This is the hard drive caddy. So this is holding This should be a 2 terabyte Seagate. Yeah, this is my old hard drive. 2 terabyte Seagate holds a lot of games because the PS4 usually maxes out at 1 terabyte. So actually 1 terabyte is really not enough, because if you have a lot of PS4 games like me, even 1 terabyte is not enough. So you need a 2 terabyte. That's why I need this guy. Anyways, it's a standard hard drive caddy here. All you need is this one screwdriver, by the way. You don't need anything else. And then there's my 2.5 incher. And so yeah, so this is the hard drive for my PlayStation 4, all my saved data. Okay, now we're gonna put this into my PS4 Pro, and we're gonna take the 1 terabyte drive from the PS4 Pro and put it back into the PS4. That way I can sell this and basically just call it a 1 terabyte PS4 model and resell it that way. Okay, so let's move on. PlayStation 4 right here. Now this one is disassembled a little bit differently. So I believe this hard drive thing, this thing comes off right here. So I think this thing comes off at the back. Yeah, here. By the way, this is the first time I've disassembled this one, but it should be pretty similar. Yep, same kind of screws too. Alright, so the hard drive caddy for the PS4 Pro right here. So we're just gonna, actually, is the hard drive caddy the same? No, they're not exactly the same. Okay, can't even use it. Oh well, just I'm a little bit lazy to take out these screws, that's why. Okay. Okay, this is a 1 terabyte HGST, which is a Hitachi drive. Yeah, it's a normal SATA drive. So it's your normal 2.5 inch drive. So we're going to put this in the PS4. We're going to take the 2 terabyte from my PS4 and put it in my PS4 Pro. Like this. Alright, so I got my 2 terabyte drive with all my games and data in here. I'm going to slide it back in now. I believe it was this way. Okay, there we go. Alright, that should be it. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. Alright. Now when I boot up my PS4 Pro, it should have all my saves and stuff in there. It shouldn't be too hard. Okay. So the PS4 Pro has been set up and has my PS4 hard drive. Now we're gonna put this one back in. So this one, I believe it goes this way. Yeah, this way seems right. So let's put this one back in. Goes in like this, and screw in. I think we should be done here. And put this one back. So yeah, it's like this. Alright, and that's the PS4. And there we just swapped the hard drives. PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 4 Pro. Not that bad, right? It's pretty easy. Alright, now next part. Alright, next we're gonna put the hard drives. I have some spare hard drives I'm gonna put into the Synology DS416slim. And I have about 3.5 terabytes worth of space here. I have 2 terabytes here. These are hard drives fresh order from Amazon. These are 1 terabyte Barracudas. I'm going to put these all into RAID, Synology RAID of course. This one is 500 gigs and this is from my old HP Envy Beats laptop. No longer works. I salvaged the hard drive from it. This one's pretty interesting. It's from Seagate Backup Plus Portable external hard drive. So it's from one of these things. This is an external hard drive that you can just hook up to any computer via USB 3. But because I wanted to put this hard drive into the Synology into my NAS instead, I kind of just took apart that backup drive and took out the hard drive from it. It's just a 2.5 inch. Basically, whenever you see an external hard drive, like one of those small ones, it's going to be a 2.5 inch drive. All it is they put a case around it and they put a SATA to USB 3 connector on it, and that's basically all external hard drives are. If you see a bigger one, that's a 3.5 inch drive. Those are desktop size drives. But what you want to do is back up your data first. So if you guys don't know, this is a SATA to USB 3 cable. So if you want to make use of your old hard drives and stuff, just back them up and put them into a NAS or something like that, and that way you can reuse a lot of your old drives. I think it's pretty nice because actually rotating hard drives, they do last pretty long. I mean, if you take good care of them and stuff, they actually last a fairly long time. So this is a SATA to USB 3 connector, so all you do, you take out the 2.5 inch drive. In my case, I just pried it out from the case. It really depends, like Western Digital or something might have some screws. Some of them might not. This LaCie portable one, this one is going to be very, very difficult, so that's why I didn't do that, because it doesn't look like it has any external screws or any casing that I can go into at all. But for the Seagates, not that difficult. You just put in a little pocket knife and then you pry out the casing, and you can take out the hard drive. If you have a 3.5 inch hard drive, you have one of those big ass portable drives, those are going to be using the 3.5 inchers. You can't use this because it doesn't provide enough power to back it up, so you got to use the SATA dock instead, and you can find those on Amazon. You just get a SATA dock, you put the 3.5 inch in there, and then you back it up to your computer that way, and it's pretty much the same thing. But yeah, you would just connect it to your cable here, like so, and then it just becomes like a flash drive, right? This is basically just a rotating flash drive, and you can back it up to your computer. After that, then you're ready to use your hard drive for something else. In my case, I'm going to be reusing it for my NAS storage. So it's my DS416slim. Don't need the manual actually. It does give us some screws to work with. So yeah, if you have a 3.5 inch drive, back it up with a SATA dock, and then you can use one of the big NAS drives. This is a small one, but there's the normal NAS drives are the normal NAS enclosures, I should say, are much bigger than this one. They take 3.5 inch, so you can reuse them that way. Okay, so all you have to do here, this is a 4-bay NAS drive. So these are all hard drive caddies, so it's not very difficult to reuse them. I'm actually ready. So once you put them in, you're going to wipe all the data, so make sure that you back up all the data first. Okay, so I'm going to see what way they go in. It's from this way. You go in like that. Okay. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, so it's like this. So I'm going to put them in. Oh, these ones already have some extra screws on it. Take them out. sometimes whenever you take out a hard drive from an external hard drive enclosure, it might have some extra stuff attached to it, so don't worry about it. Right, so this fits, right? You can see that the holes align and stuff, so we're gonna put this guy in. Yeah, sometimes they come with some extra stuff, but really it's just a SATA to USB 3 connector in most cases. And you're ready to reuse. You're ready to turn some of your old external hard drives into drives for your NAS or network attached storage, which I think is a better use for them. The thing about external hard drives is that they're really useful if you're just going to put some stuff on them and you're going traveling or something and you really need access to some data, then you can bring them. They're really, those small ones at least, are really light and portable. But if you're going to use a backup, I mean, if you're living somewhere and you want a constant, if you want some data there to back up and put your data, a long-term storage kind of, then a NAS is definitely better and the way to go. So that one's there. This one looks fine. Yeah, so I use an external hard drive, portable hard drive, external portable hard drive, and a USB flash drive for traveling basically, or if I really need a quick source of data. And of course I use USB drives to boot into different operating systems if I want to reformat my computer. But yeah, if you're living somewhere and you really want a long-term source of reliable data to back up, then yeah, I highly recommend getting a NAS. It's more useful. And you don't need to have a cable attached to your computer either. You just access the NAS from your network. And if you connect it to your Plex server, or download the apps, there's Synology DiskStation apps. I'm sure there's apps for other devices like the QNAP as well. You can actually just have your own cloud storage. You can stream from it, kind of like having your own Netflix server. It's kind of cool. I usually just torrent some stuff. I back it up onto my NAS, and it's ready to go for streaming. It's really useful. Okay, these guys, they're just $50 each, by the way. These 1 terabyte Seagate Barracudas. Pretty good deal. Yeah, like this, it's good. Yep, and they're ready to use for your NAS. For my big 3.5-inch drives, my 3.5-inch NAS stations, I use the WD Reds. That's what I usually use. And those hard drives are designed to be used for NAS. But you can use any hard drive. I believe the WD's Reds or network-specific hard drives are just optimized for stuff. But you don't have to use them. You can use just regular old drives you get from your laptop or desktop computer. I mean, if you have an old desktop computer and you want to reuse the drives from it, then yeah, just take out the 3.5-inch and put it into a NAS. It's a good way to get more mileage out of your rotating hard drives, I think. That is, of course, if you haven't used them too much. Obviously, rotating hard drives have limited life as well, but as long as you didn't use them too much, I think it should be okay. But then again, solid-state drives also have limited life as well. Many people think that solid-state drives are just de facto more reliable than rotating hard drives, but it's not really true. Solid-state drives have limited amount of reads and writes as well before the cells fail. So they also last a certain amount of time. They're not going to last forever either. So most people just have the assumption that solid state drives last longer, but they really don't. Sometimes rotating can actually last longer than the solid state drive. But solid state drives are always faster. That is true. They're always faster, and they should be, because there's no moving parts. Come on, get in there. Oh. Let's do this one first. All right. All right, we got it. All right, so I reused a lot of my old hard drives, and now they're retrofitted into a NAS station. 4-bay NAS station. We have 2 LAN ports here, USB ports, so you can actually connect one of your external hard drives onto this, like this, right? You can actually connect one of your external hard drives onto this, and then add, in addition to the NAS storage that you have, and that works as well. In any case, it's better than connecting it directly to your computer, because you don't have something dangling off of your computer. Say I'm like watching a movie, then if I'm watching a movie, I don't want to have like a thing dangling from my computer when I'm watching it, right? It's really kind of annoying. So yeah, just stream it from your NAS, or you can even just put an external hard drive onto here and stream it from there. Of course, it's going to be a little bit slower because it has to go through another connection, but yep. It's a power button right here and another USB. I guess that's 2. Nice. This is a cute little thing. Alright, we're ready to set this one up now. And let's get on to moving the hard drives from my Asus to my Lenovo now.